Hi, have you ever wondered why are there several editions of the same book? Now, publishers release a new iteration of the same book for 4 to 5 major reasons. First, it could be because of a update or a revision to the existing book. Now think of textbooks, academic books, some fiction, non-fiction books, something like your software guides. There are fresh facts coming in, and publishers want the new data to be part of the book, so they kind of release a new edition. Now think of fiction. There could be deleted scenes, there could be a new foreword that is added, there could be some typographical errors that they kind of saw earlier, so they want to correct all of that. So that's the reason a new edition is released. So you can think of this to be an up to date version of the existing book. Then there could be another reason, that is to boost sales. So think of a marketing promotion activity like a film that was kind of released based on a book. It was an adaptation of a book. It just got released. Now, what some of the publishers will do is they will again rerun, or they will again publish a new edition of the same book on which the film is been released. This is just done in order to boost the sales of the book. Another reason could be format variations. For example, we know that books are released in different formats. There are paperback versions, there are hardcover versions, there are commercial paperback versions, then there are audiobooks. So all of these come at different price points for the audience, right? So each of these will have a different edition based on the format that they are released in. Then also there's something like a special edition or collector's edition, something like an anniversary edition, something like illustrator's copy. All of these are like special editions that are kind of also released to please the fans. So this could be a reason why there is a new addition to the existing book. Then one of the reasons that I can think of is global distribution. So the US and UK English spellings are different. So based on the area in which the book will be sold, uh, there could be a different edition to the same book with that English being part of the book. Also think of it in terms of the copyright laws. Certain areas do not allow you to publish certain content and certain do. So there could be additions or removal from the existing book, and then it could be sold as a new edition in that particular area. So more related to the geography. So I think these are the 4 to 5 basic reasons why there is a new addition to the already existing book. Now, there could be a couple of examples that I would give to make this more easy to understand. Think of a biography. Now, in case of a biography, the core story always remains the same of the person who the biography is written on. But with time, you can uncover some new facts, some news. You could discover a few new letters that were written from that one person to another, and a publisher may want to now kind of include all of these things that they have found out in the existing book, make it part of the existing book. So all of this will be added to it, and then it will be released as a new edition. um, think also of a field or a domain like quantum mechanics or AI for that matter. Over here, the kind of information that we are gathering kind of keeps updating itself so quickly that by the time a book on quantum physics or AI or something of that nature is released, there is new information that we learn. So now the publisher would want to include the new information on the top of the existing material that they had written. So then now this would become a new edition of the same book. You could also think of a book that was out of print for a very long period of time. Some publisher kind of regained the rights and now wants to relaunch the book. So this would be again relaunched as a new edition. So these are a few examples. I hope I'm able to explain you why there are new additions to the same book. Now also let's talk about how do you read the editions. So you have something like the first edition. So first edition is like the first print. It's the initial first book. So you will have the initial date, the publisher's name, the book's original copy, and you'll be able to see first edition written on top of it. Then there is something called as the first edition second printing. So once the book was out, and it was printed, the first set of copies, maybe the publisher got a few more requests. They saw that they received overwhelming response and want to now print more books. So now the next set of books after the first printing will be now launched as first edition second printing. Then there is also a concept called state. So first edition, say first state, second state. By state you mean that this is the original copy before any changes were made in production. So if you have this, it is very valuable and it's an expensive copy. So this concept of a state. Then I think we all are aware about the limited edition. This means that there are a very limited number of copies that were printed for this particular book. Then I think there is something called as a trade edition, which is like the first edition of a commercial sale. So that's the trade edition. Then think of second edition. Second edition is not like first edition second printing. Second edition means that there could be a totally new foreword that was added to it. There could be new changes that were added to the book, or there was something that's taken off the book, the content was removed from the book, or maybe they went through the entire book, did a thorough revision and found all the mistakes or anything that they wanted to correct, and now this is like a brand new copy of the same book. So that would be a second edition. So these are some of the terminologies related to the editions that you would want to remember. Now, how do you know if a book is a first edition? Obviously, you open the first couple of pages of a book and it's written first edition. The publisher's name is written, the date is written, the edition number, that is first edition or whatever, it's written over there. There's also one more thing that is part of this description, and that is called as a print run number. It's a random number sequence of numbers, like it could be 1005897 whatever. Now if it has the number 1 in the first place of the sequence of numbers, I'm not talking about the tens, hundreds, thousands kind of counting, I'm just saying that in the very first position, if it has number 1 written followed by the other sequence of numbers, then that means it is the first edition. So now you know about editions. I'd like to end this by saying that in case you have the first edition of any book, fiction or non-fiction, please preserve it, because it is very rare, it's valuable and mostly expensive, because once the books are published, the first run, the first edition that is published, some 500,000, 2,000 copies are only released. So if you happen to have one, it is very rare and it is expensive and valuable. So do preserve it. Thank you.